So, since you kind of was bringing up the slang talk, I'm gonna go that route.
Mm-hmm.
You, I always ask like the DC people that come through, what is like DC slang that, or just like DC lingo that like is unique to DC that it comes from DC. People in DC say it like it ain't a outside thing.
Young, young is probably I would say will be the flag of our language, cause you got older dudes that say Joe. If I'm mad, I say Joe. I be like, man, what the fuck, Joe? But younger dudes will say Mo. Like I never. That's something that happened when I was locked up. Like when that got introduced. But Mo will be it, cause I never heard somebody from nowhere else say Mo. Jai yeah, Jai and man, yeah, like understanding what that is. But and lunching, jonin, uh, calling police bodings. I don't know if other people call cigarettes jacks. Uh, but young, I don't believe nobody say that. I don't even know the history on young. Like I don't, and that's like even with young E class, people will be like, when you get older, are you gonna take the young off? And I be having to correct them like the young is not about age. It's young E class is to let you know where I'm from. Like that's what the young for. But like young, I never heard. And when people automatically, as soon as you say young, they know where you from.
And you talked about DC and Baltimore. Do you feel like that's a real thing, a real beef, DC and
Yeah,
Baltimore?
man, it is. Like man, even though like nobody like to admit it. But it is, and it's depend on where you at though. Like I told you, my best friend, whom I consider my best friend, he from Baltimore. I met him in prison. But me and him know DC and Baltimore don't get along in the state prison. It's on. They said in the feds that they be in the same car, but in the state prison, they don't really get along a lot. Like he had a lot of men that was like, "Why you with that DC nigga?" And I had men that was like, "Why you with that Baltimore nigga all the time and shit?" You know what I'm saying? And there was times in the cup that DC and Baltimore went to war, like they was pushing that knife in each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I remember it was a conversation me and my man had, and we was like, "Bruh," because there have been plenty times that where we was at, it was about to shit was about to pop. And me and him tell each other like, just stay at this. We gonna stay out each other way. When we get to pushing that knife, I ain't gonna stab you, you don't stab me. But we gonna go to war like, cause I ain't crossing no picket lines. But a lot of times that shit should be stupid. A lot of times it come from the juvenile system and shit. And, yeah, niggas just don't like each other. It's just difference in opinion, thinking they city is the best, thinking they the city is the most violent and shit like that. Like I witnessed it a lot of times. Like I witnessed it a lot of times. But it's just by me coming to prison so young, I more so hung with a lot of Baltimore dudes because they was lit like my energy was lit at that age. Like, cause like in them early 2000s, like it was they was blood. A lot of them was bloods and shit. So you know I'm listening to Lil Wayne talking blood shit. They talking blood shit. So I'm like, damn, these niggas crazy as shit. Like I felt that shit. Like the older dudes that I was locked up with, they was listening to like Scarface, Spice One. I was not listening to that shit. Like I listen to Scarface, but not the way they do. Like they live by that shit. They listening to a bunch of like old shit. They was on like gangster time. We on some young lit, listening to dedication. We going up. Them older niggas want listening to Wayne back then and shit. So I more so gravitated towards them. And they tattoos, they was tatted up. And they was them niggas is Baltimore niggas crazy as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that was my energy. So that's why I fucked it with them. And it was dudes on my way that was mad at me about that shit. But they couldn't. It ain't like they couldn't do nothing to say nothing to me because I'm a man that stand on everything that I do. So they'd say like, "Damn, why you be hanging with them all the time?" Or if I get a horse or get a plug and we get money together, they feeling some type of way because I'm, you know what I'm saying, rocking with Baltimore niggas. And the Baltimore niggas, they men that feel some type of way when they was rocking with me. But Mr. Soldier, who I told you about older earlier, he from Baltimore. Like, he from Baltimore. He from East Baltimore. That's my, like, that's my heart. You hear me? That's my heart. But yeah, the tension is real. Like the tension is real between Baltimore and the city and the state facilities.
And so when I had DC Decades on here, he talked about how he and like how like a lot of the young generation, as far as slang go, they use slang from like other cities.
Yeah,
Like,
that
how
shit
do you feel
annoying.
about that?
It gets annoying because it's like DC always been unique. Like we always did things our way. So when I hear a nigga from here and from DC or PG say yo, I be like, damn, bro. We fought long to never use that word, and y'all niggas just using that shit. Like that's some New York shit, Baltimore. Everybody say like yo is universal amongst everybody but us. Like we ain't never, I never heard nobody in my entire life say yo until I came home from prison, and I started hearing people out here saying it. I was like, what the fuck? I never heard that shit out here. Never heard it. I never heard nobody from our area use it in jail. We always say young. You know what I'm saying? And it's hurtful a little bit because it take away our uniqueness. Like, but it's because of social media and shit. It's because like people be, you know what I'm saying? So like I ain't. It hurt though. It do hurt when I hear it. I be like, damn, man. Like we've been fighting for our independence. Feel like a damn fucking politician or something. We've been fighting for our independence so motherfucking long, and y'all just folded to this. Even like grills, like growing up, I ain't never see nobody unless you old as shit from like the '60s and you had like a gold tooth or some shit. I never seen nobody had no grills and no fronts. Like that was always like Baltimore or down south or I don't know if they did it in New York or not. I don't know. But then I started seeing niggas out here with grills and shit and like dang.
You feel like people like from other cities be stealing like DC swag?
Fuck yeah. Man, companies still DC swag. I remember seeing the phone posies with the phones with the which ones was them? They had the two circle bubbles on it with the honeycomb in it. I remember seeing niggas cutting the bubble out and wearing it like that. And then Nike started selling ones like that. I was like, damn. Hey, like it's unique down here. It's real unique. Our area, we put that shit together and it's a small area and we didn't have a large selection like other areas had. So we had to do it. Just like our urban clothing. Like niggas wasn't doing that shit nowhere else. Like nobody was doing like we started that shit. They got that shit from us. That shit was, you know what I'm saying? And phones. Like we did phones. New Balances, come on, bro. Bro, I remember getting locked up as a juvenile and being around somebody from Baltimore, and they said, "Oh, he from DC. He got them DC shoes on." I remember them calling them DC shoes, like, cause dudes wore New Balances, Sauconys, them Sauconys, and the Avies. Especially uptown. Niggas uptown was wearing Avies, cause I used to be around Detroit Park. The dude that I told you my mother was fucking with, he was from Detroit Park, and we used to go around. I used to be around there a lot, and niggas wore Avies and shit. But New Balances. Oh yeah, and like older niggas that was fucking with some money, they used to wear them K Swiss, them classic Jones. I remember that shit too. But New Balances was always number one. Phones and retro Jordans. Well, they weren't retro back then when they came out, but you know what I'm saying, Jordans.
You do you think that, or what's your take on the New York DC Timberland debate?
Honestly, because they still love Timberlands, they can have Timberlands. They can have it. I've heard some of my old heads say that, but me personally, I let New York have the Timberlands, but they can't have the Nike boots. I know we start the 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 one particular Nike boot. I know we started it. I know that was us, and because we was wearing ACG boots too. They ain't Nike boots, but they just ACG jumps. Like I know that was us. Like yeah, They can have the Timbs. Like I ain't gonna fight about the Timberlands, cause when I think of Timbs, I think of a New York nigga. They wear Timbs with shorts in the summertime. They love Timbs. They can have that shit.
So lastly, man, I just want to ask, like, what's up next for Young E Class?
Shit, new music coming, new visuals coming, and like really is these series. I got a series on YouTube called Young E Class Kites, and each episode is just a story about jail and prison. Like each episode is I'm taking you with me. I'm telling you what it was or whatever it may been. Like all of it ain't on no rah rah shit. All of it ain't on like you know what I'm saying the worst parts. I'm taking you there with me. And we on episode 3 right now. It's been doing good for real. Just because everybody been asking me for years to talk about prison, like, because I never talked about it. Other than the interviews, like outside the interviews, I really never gave like a day for day experience in there. I never really told no stories. And I did 13 years. I got thousands of stories. Like, I don't know, like, it's 365 days in a year, so that'll be 365 times 13. Like whatever you get from that. That's how many days I was in that motherfucker. You hear me? So I got a lot of stories, man. But that's what's new. And I've been stepping in the acting world. I'm in a movie that's about to be on the streaming platforms now. It's called Stoners. The first time I seen myself on a big screen in a movie theater was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So might fuck with the acting shit. I've been doing a model and shit. Been on billboards all around the United States. So yeah, so we got a lot of shit coming up. It ain't over yet. The story ain't done yet.
All right then, Young E Class.
All
Appreciate you
right.
pulling up,
I
man.
appreciate you having me, man. My free the game.